Amy, I got in touch with you for this interview today to mainly talk about Wikipedia being 25 years old this week. But before we talk about that, can you tell me, and you can correct me if I am wrong, but I believe there are 16 Wikimedia projects. I don't need you to summarize them all to me now, Amy, but can you list the projects, all of them, please, that are under the Wikimedia Foundation, please?
Yeah, so I suppose it also depends as well on what you define as a project. So some people would define each of the language versions as a separate project as well. But I suppose the main kind of site or platform projects that we have, or that the Wikimedia Foundation has, would be Wikipedia, obviously the free encyclopedia, and then there's the Wiki Commons, which is for media repository, so it's images, audio, and video. Then there's Wikidata, Wiktionary, which is a dictionary, Wiki Source, then, which is like a library, and there's Wiki Quote, Wiki Books, Wikiversity, Wiki News, Wiki Species, and then there's MetaWiki, which kind of ties everything together. So MetaWiki is where the coordination happens for all the projects. And then there's Media Wiki, which is kind of the software that's behind it all.
Yeah, I've personally, we've spoken before on Near FM. I think I told you
Yeah.
that I don't really use Wikipedia that much, but I use Wikipedia, the Irish language version, or I have used it a lot, and Wikimedia Commons. And I've recently started using Wiki Quote. I find that very good as well. Do you?
Yeah, I like Wikiquote, and I really would like to do a couple more projects maybe in the coming couple of years on Wikiquote, because I think it's nice as well. And again, you mentioned Wikipedia there, the Irish language Wikipedia, like having the Irish language represented on more of those platforms as well, like Wikisource and Wikiquote. I know there's Wiktionary as well, which has some entries in the Irish language. So it'd be nice to have collections of Irish language quotes on it at some stage in the future.
I uploaded a couple of Irish language quotes to WikiQuote, but but there's not many on it, But no, just like over the years, particularly since I was an adult, I've read a lot of books, and only in the last 3 or 4 months, I've uploaded a lot of my favourite quotes from a range of different books I've read. These are kind of factual based quotes, they're not like fiction based. And it's just like instead of people having to go reading books looking for this kind of information, it's just all condensed into one spot. I have the quotes on my WikiQuote profile page, but a lot of the time I put them on the specific relevant other pages as well. But
absolutely, it's great to have them have things like that included as a knowledge source, because as you said, you don't have to go necessarily tracing through loads of books to find specific quotes, which is nice.
That's great. And I wouldn't be surprised. I think this is the third or fourth, I think, Wikimedia project I'm using. So I won't be surprised if for the long term I use more as well.
Absolutely. I'm getting into Wikidata a little bit more myself. And I've connected with a few people who are working with Wikidata, and it's really, really interesting. That actually, Wikidata celebrated, I think, the 13th birthday last year. So a lot of birthdays happening for Wikipedia at the moment.
Okay, we're recording this interview, Amy, on Thursday the 15th, and it'll be broadcast on Tony's program on Sunday. Today, Thursday, marks a big anniversary for the Wikimedia Foundation. Can you tell our listeners what is this anniversary, Amy?
Yeah, so Wikipedia is 25 years old today. So it launched on January 15th, 2001. With a bit of a radical idea to make a free encyclopedia that anybody could edit and anybody could access. So it was a bit radical. A lot of people, I suppose, at the time, back in 2001, the early days of the internet, people were very skeptical about it. But 25 years later, there's over 60 million articles in more than 340 growing languages. And it's all been done by volunteers and maintained by volunteers. So it's pretty incredible.
Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah. How many articles are there, Osbert? Or well, no, not just
In
maybe
Gaeilge?
Osbert. No, it just
Oh, in
overall, I suppose. Go on.
overall, there's over 60 million, I think. Is that just on the English one? I know on Wikipedia there's over 62,000 at the moment.
Yeah, Wikipedia has really grown a lot in the last few years, hasn't it?
It has, yeah, it has, and we've a growing volunteer base as well. And I'm continuously meeting people that are contributing to Wikipedia, like yourself. I think I was going through the stats for last year for contributions, to Wikipedia, and I think you featured in the top 10 contributors a few times over the years. So
that's great. I didn't know that. Thanks very much. Yeah.
So fair play to you.
Some of the pages I started with, a good few of them were kind of stumpy stumps. They're not like very long, comprehensive articles, but some of them are my favorite authors, kind of, and like the kind of authors that in some areas are well known, but they mightn't be widely known, and I think it's good, like, because most of them are not even Irish authors, so I think it's good the way they had to. But the anniversary today and this week is kind of the Asperla anniversary, isn't it?
It is, yeah. So Wikipedia's birthday is in October, I do believe. So Wikipedia was started in 2003, so about 2 years into the Wikipedia journey, I guess, and has grown and grown since. So we'll be I guess in 2 years' time we'll be celebrating our 25th birthday with Wikipedia, and this year it'll be 23 years old.
Yeah, I'll come back to you in a couple of years to talk about the anniversary of Wikipedia. Okay, are yourselves in Wikimedia Community Ireland marking the anniversary this week or this year, Amy?
So I guess tonight I'll be logging on at 4 o'clock. There's an online celebration with some talks and some community kind of engagement and trivia quiz and stuff. So we'll be going to an online party tonight to celebrate it. And then later this week, we'll be recording a podcast. We have a Wikimedia Community Ireland podcast. So we'll be sitting down with Shannon and Eugene, who are two of the founding members of Wikimedia Community Ireland, to kind of reflect on their journey with Wikipedia, because they've been editing Wikipedia for a lot of that time, a lot of the last 25 years. So we'll be having a bit of a chat about that. And then we've been absolutely all hands on deck this week and last week since we came back after Christmas, planning for all of the events and initiatives we're going to be doing over the next 6 months. So we'll have Seacht na Gaeilge coming up. We also have Wiki Loves Folklore starting next month. So we are going to be doing little things throughout the year to kind of celebrate the 25 years. And then we'll probably do a celebration for Wikipedia's 23rd birthday then later this year.